guys, so I wanted to come and film a makeup tutorial for you all. It's been a minute since I filmed a full makeup look. I think the last one I did was just eyeshadow, and just wanted to come and show you guys what I've been using. I'm really feeling this look for fall, going into winter. I think it's a good combination of dark with a pop of color. And I'll also tell you a little bit about my hair. So I seen on Instagram, I think it's this Chic Natural. She showed a really quick and easy way to do these jumbo braids. You just attach the elastic, attach the hair, and it's done. And I only have a few big jumbo braids in my hair. I've had these in for about a week, and I haven't really even been taking care of them. I've just been laying down, going to sleep. Normally when I wear braids, I use this bigger bonnet here. Yes, I'm giving you some poetic justice vibes here. Come on, let's get into it. I'm just gonna kind of make these look good because I'm not gonna take them out because I'm pregnant and I don't feel like doing my hair and I don't feel like standing up and I just want to sleep and eat, and these braids help me do that. Oh yeah, and I got gum in my mouth and I don't feel like taking it out, so y'all will be okay. But I'm just gonna freshen up my braids. I already got my baby hairs laid down. So first I'm gonna take some of my restorative hair oil. This is actually the beard and hair oil, but I love the way this one smells. I like to switch it up every now and then. This one smells like jasmine and it's very moisturizing, and it's also very good for your scalp. So like with braids, I tend to get a very dry, itchy scalp, some flakes. And this is definitely going to help you with that. Then I'm just going to use some of this detangler / curl refresher. This is also a good leave-in conditioner. So I'm just going to spray this like down where my hair is because I don't want to dry it out because it's starting to get frizzy. And not to mention, sometimes when you have hair, like fake hair in your hair, it just collects smells. So these products smell amazing. And I'm just gonna wear this out of my face like so, like that, as Miss Tabitha Brown would say. Am I recording? Like, oh, okay. I do that a lot. Like I'll start filming and I'm not even recording, and that'll just be a waste of time. To prep my face, I'm gonna use this Brighten Up Smoothing Primer Gel. And I think about 2 videos ago, I did a whole review on Tula Skincare. They have really good ingredients and probiotic. It's lightweight and it's definitely smoothing, so it gives you a nice moisturized feeling. And it also helps that makeup stick, and it doesn't give you like a weird, like overcast. I should have waxed my upper lip before this because them prenatal pills, they got me growing a full-grown beard, girl. But just act like you don't see my little 5 o'clock shadow. So I'm gonna use this Infallible Pro Matte foundation. This is in 111 Soft Sable, and it's almost my winter color, but just a tad bit too light. So I'm gonna put it in here and just mix it. I'm gonna mix it with my summer shade. I wore this all summer. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. And this is deep bronze. So I'm just gonna put like 2 pumps of this and mix it. And both of these foundations dry on really nice and matte. And for the most part, they stay put and they're affordable. So I'm just gonna take this stippling brush, and I don't like to apply too much foundation. I like to start off with like a thin layer, and I start from like the middle and work my way out. See, like I already feel like I have too much on this brush. So I'm gonna get my other smaller stippling brush and buff it out. And that's a tad bit lighter. I could go a few more drops of this, but we'll see how it dries down. gonna take like this brush, fluffy brush, and I kind of just buff everything out. This is a 24-hour micro brow pencil. This is by Eben. So one of my brows is drastically thinner than the other. So this one I really have to like fill it in with a lighter color. My eyebrows are pretty thin just in general. I just go in a little bit on this one. And I'm just gonna use this Ardell dark brown brow pomade. Pretty sure you've heard of her. This is the brush it came with. I like to take it because it's kind of thin. And then I just use this to kind of outline, to give it some definition, clean it up a little bit, and then add the tail, some darkness to the tail. I'm always so like out of breath, like it's ridiculous. Then I also have a scar up under this eyebrow, so they're not gonna be perfect. It makes it super hard to make them look identical. And then I'm going in with this L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I've been using this for the longest. Now I'm gonna take this small flat brush and conceal the hairs, because like I said, I've been letting my brows grow back in. And I use this just to kind of like create a line. Although I didn't do that great of a job right now. You guys make me nervous for some reason. And I'm not one of those people that like to use like a ton of concealer. Like I've seen people, they like put the concealer in the middle and it goes out and they blend it in and they manage to make that look good. But I just kind of go with the simple look because I want to go in with this kind of pointed taper brush and just blend the concealer in. And I like this brush because it can get really close. And I like to take a slightly bigger brush and then just buff out the rest. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of my foundation mixture that I made. I'm gonna clean off this brush as best as I can. And I'm gonna clean up the top part of my brows because I don't like to use concealer because the concealer is like more of a highlight color and I don't like to highlight like the top of my brows. I just want to clean it up. Then I'm going to clean off this brush and then blend it in. This is slightly out of order from what I normally do, but I think I'm going to go ahead and color correct just because I really like to get up in the corners of my eyes and make sure that all those dark circles are covered. Oh, and I'm using the Fenty Beauty concealer. This is the Pro Filter in 400. I just like to take a small bit of what I'm using to correct. I don't like to overdo it. So I'll start off in like the corner and then just buff it out. And I kind of like tap it into my skin to make sure. And yeah, normally I would do this step before foundation, but it'll still work out. And if I wasn't gonna do eyeshadow, I would put it on the top lid as well because I have dark top lids. I don't know if you can tell like the slight difference. This is the eye that I color corrected. This one hasn't been color corrected. If I hadn't done my foundation first, you probably would have seen a more dramatic difference. See, there's more of a shadow under this eye. Look a little bit more awake. And if you have to, you can just take that same brush you applied your foundation with and just go over those lines to make sure everything's blended. Water and crushed ice has been my savior. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeshadow and just pray that it doesn't have fallout. So I'm just gonna apply a thin amount with my finger. I have really oily eyelids, so I don't like to put a lot, just because the more product I have, the more likely it's gonna crease. And this is more like slightly cream, but it's like thinner and it has more of a grip to it. Yeah, so I use several different palettes for this look, but if you have similar colors, it should be easy to follow along. For the most part, it's just like reds, burgundies, and browns. So you don't have to have the exact same palette. If you just have those colors, you should be able to pull it off or pull something similar off. What dark girl doesn't have a good brown lipstick? And if you don't have one, you need to get you one, or at least a nude and a brown lip pencil. You can make it work. You got this, girl. I'm gonna start off with this brush. It's just a tapered, fluffy brush. So I found this really old BH Cosmetic palette, and I'm gonna go in with this red. And I'm just gonna go close to the crease. See, I'm all about using what you got. Like, I'm not like really a hoarder. I don't need to have 50 million eyeshadow palettes. What? I mean, it's nice if you got it like that, but and I'm just gonna go right on top of that, but I'm just gonna focus it more towards the outer corner just to create a little bit of definition. And so far I don't have any fallout, so this is amazing. Now, I'm just gonna take that darker maroon brownish color and really focus that on the outer corner. And I got a smaller brush so I can have more control. In the Perception ColourPop palette, I'm going to take this darkest red, sparkly maroon color that I have, finish it off. So I got like 4 different shades of red. Drag that. Then I'm gonna take this fluffy brush and just kind of blend everything in. So now I kind of want to take brown and do my lid with it, but I think I should do like a cut crease, but I'm not a pro when it comes to cut creases. But hey, anything for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take this flat brush to kind of carve everything out because I think I'll have more control. And I think this will be the perfect time to use that NYC cream eyeshadow base. This isn't the neatest application, but In the Perception ColourPop palette, I'm gonna take this played out brown color. I'm gonna use this kind of flat but fluffy brush. I'm gonna press it into that cream. Hopefully this will help with the creasing. I'm gonna use this small fluffy brush as well. I feel like that one's just a little too big to get this part. I'm gonna take this Zulu palette. There's like this pinkish goldish color. So I'm gonna take this little small flat head brush right here. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit because I like the way that looks. I just kind of get like a little corner, then I spread it out. And I come a little bit further down along my nose since we're highlighting this area. But I don't come down too far. And then I like to carry it up, because that kind of lifts the eye and then it just cleans up that eyeshadow. Then I take a fluffy brush, concealer brush I guess, and I'm just gonna finish patting it in and blending it in. And my nose has spread a little bit, so I'm gonna really try to slim it down. So I'm gonna bring that a little bit more down the side of my nose. Then I'm gonna do a little there, there, a little here. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I don't really understand the concealer when it comes down to here. I think maybe I need a little right there and right there. And that's it. I'm not much of a baker because I just feel it's not necessary. But I'm gonna go ahead and powder under my eyes just because I'm gonna add the under eyeshadow to my waterline. I'm gonna use this Fit Me in Deep. Only place I really kind of bake is my nose. Gets really oily there. Kind of gonna brush it away from the waterline. So I'm gonna take that shimmery color in the Zulu palette on the flat brush. I'm gonna add a little bit of the red. Meet these two colors. And brush away that powder. I got this NYC Epic Wear waterproof eyeliner, it's some brown, and I never use brown eyeliner. But I was just starting to feel like black is like a little too dramatic for like all the time. So it's not really noticeable like in the against my lash line because I have brown eyeshadow obviously. But it gives me like a very subtle winged eyeliner, because if I had black it would just be so bold and kind of take away from the eyeshadow look, I feel. So plus I'm gonna have a dramatic lash. I'm gonna use the I Envy Luxurious Mink eyelashes. I'm not gonna do any under eye eyeliner because I think the eyeshadow under the eye is good enough, and I have really watery under eyes, so it never really does me any justice. I think I'm gonna go ahead and contour. My face is a little fatter these days, so I could use it. I'm just gonna take a few lines here, 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 and here. I have to take this little thin brush just to carve it out. I'm gonna buff it out with this kabuki brush. For the forehead, I'm gonna go with the flat kabuki brush, just so I don't disturb my baby hairs. I feel like I need to go in with the powder as well. So I'm gonna go on top of that with the Fenty Cocoa Naughty, just up here though. So I don't feel like that's blending well. So I'm gonna take this Maybelline Fit Me powder, and this is in Mocha. I've been using this forever. And I'm just gonna kind of dust the sides of my nose, hit my forehead a little bit, chin area. I just like to do that instead of baking before I use my highlight. And to highlight, I think I'm going to use this Coffee and Cocoa. I think I'm going to mix these two, the You're Grounded and this Antidepresso. So that's kind of like taking a little risk because the Antidepresso is kind of dark. But we going to do what it do. We going to dip it and do it. So I'm going to lightly dust. So I'm taking this fluffy brush. This is Antidepresso. I like it. I don't even know if you can see it. It almost gives me like a blush. So I'm gonna bring it down to my cheeks. Put a little bit on my nose. Yeah, I like that. All right, and then I'm gonna go over that with You're Grounded, but I'm gonna keep it more up in here. Oh, that's pretty. I'm gonna take that up here, and a little bit on my nose. Just put it everywhere. A little bit here. Then I'm gonna take this and just kind of blend it. So now I'm gonna do the lips. I'm gonna line them with this dark brown pencil. I think it's Wet n Wild. All right, so I got this new NYX soft matte. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. This is the soft lip cream, and this is in Dubai. I thought this Dubai color would be a little darker, but it is what it is. This is more like a nude on me, but the lip liner is helping out. I really like these soft matte lip creams because it's like a lip stain almost, kinda, because it kind of stays put a little better than lipstick. Maybe a little more lip liner. And I think we're done. Matte Fix Plus. You really gotta shake this stuff, else you're gonna be pissed off. There's gonna be little white flakes all over your face after you just finished your look. It's happened to me plenty of times. I'm afraid to look because this stuff has been sitting here for a while. Nope, we're good. So I just pat, 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 and we done. I really like the way this came out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.